former baller who signed a one-day contract, and he's here with us for a T-Lo takeover. More on that when we return here on Ballers TV.
Over-the-top entrances and baseball that refuses to stay on the mat. Today's game features the Modesto Roadsters and your Oakland Ballers. These pioneering rules state that only players, coaches, umpires, and those allowed access by Ballers management are to be on the field during the game. Fans, please refrain from walking, sitting, running, or playing near the dugouts as this is strictly prohibited. For your safety, please be alert at all times while you're in Ramundi Park, as bats, balls, mittens, McMahon, and even a player or two may fly into the stands at any time. Be alert, be safe, and notify staff members in case of a medical emergency. Please note, no smoking is allowed anywhere on the grounds at Ramundi Park. Any violation of such rules will be enforced to the fullest extent, including removal from the stadium. There's absolutely no food or beverage carry-ins allowed, and all events at Ramundi Park have a no re-entry policy. Please help us keep this ballpark a family-fun environment. We would like each and every experience to be a pleasant one. Please treat your fellow fans with respect and courtesy so we may all enjoy Ballers Championship Baseball. And finally, fans assume all risk and danger incidental to today's event, including before, during, and after the game. This includes but is not limited to the danger of being injured by thrown bats or balls. Fans also waive any rights against the minor league, member clubs, players, and Ramundi Park for any accidental or personal injury or loss or damage to property. And please don't kneel in the railings. If you're parking on Willow Street, they will ticket after 6 p.m. So we recommend parking in the curtain flood line. And please remember, the parking lot closes 30 minutes after the game, so move your car and plan on heading to Prescott Market post-game. Thank you for attending today's game.
Hello, Ballers fans. This is Aaron Miles, your Oakland Ballers manager. Welcome to Ramundi Park.
We're excited to try and bring another championship back to Oakland.
Hot dogs, get some gear, sit back, relax, grab a ice cold mini, you got the show. Good beer, maybe some home runs.
Welcome back to the Ballers pregame show, just a few moments away from Oakland and Modesto on this Saturday from Ramundi Park. And one of the main events for today includes features a former baller who has signed a one-day contract for today, and he is taking over Ramundi Park. It's the T-Lo takeover. The two-year baller and Pioneer League champion Tyler Lozano will be taking over Ramundi Park and assuming 9 different roles in the stadium here at Ramundi. He is going to lead off and play catcher for 1 inning today, before then assuming second inning duties as a coach. He's going to join me in the broadcast booth as my color commentator for the 3rd inning. Sorry, Tyler. And he'll be a PA announcer, a beer vendor, a member of the grounds crew, the in-game host, usher, and drummer for today. So it's a fun way to welcome back one of our own, of course, a beloved member of the team for the past 2 seasons, and someone who was just a real ambassador of Oakland and of the Ballers, and who was, simply put, a fan favorite. T-Lo, Tyler Lozano, is taking over here at Ramundi Park, and again, he is going to start at catcher, and he is going to lead off as well for the Ballers on this Saturday. It's the T-Lo takeover. Pre-game earlier, we had our very first Baller Mania with 4 marquee matchups, taking over Scrappy Town at the block party, and boy, I was able to take a quick look at the festivities, but it looked like it was a hit, and the fans were certainly into the Baller Mania presented by our friends over at Big Time Wrestling. So thanks to them for making their way over here to provide some pregame fun. And when we come back here on the Ballers pregame show, we'll take a look at our 2 pitchers brewing pitching matchup, lineups, and then first pitch. It's the Ballers and the Roadsters coming up next on Ballers TV.
Thank you all for having the privilege of watching me do that, first of all. I don't have anything to say to you folks, but I do have something to say to Mr. Scrappy over here. There's nothing worse than accept a mascot that is a rodent.
Don't talk about Scrappy like that.
Rodent, Scrappy. What do you mean? You gonna do something to me, Scrappy?
It's a beautiful life. Women's segment here. Wrestling's over. We got baseball in Oakland. Coming up. Let's hear it.
Ladies and gentlemen, eyes to the video board now. For tonight only, we'll be doing 30% off tickets to any future 2026 regular season Oakland Ballers game. Just go to tickets.oaklandballers.com and enter the promo code Let's Go Oakland, as in our favorite chant here at Monday Park. That's right, the code Let's Go Oakland, all lowercase, and we'll take 30% off the tickets for any regular season game as a thank you for being here tonight on Baller Mania. That code expires at midnight tonight, good for any future 2026 regular season home game.
Oh God, on the plane. Yeah, and then he got loose on the plane. Oh,
Let's meet the starting lineup for Modesto. Batting leadoff to play right field, number 15, Lucas Torelli.
Time now to take a look at our two pitchers brewing pitching matchup ahead of your Ballers and the Roadsters. For today, the Ballers will send the right-hander Griffin Smith, the rookie out of Washington State, who is looking for better success after his last start on Sunday against the Freebirds, where he went just 3 1/3 innings and gave up 6 runs. Did pitch better against Modesto the last time he faced them, 5 innings of 5-run ball. He'll get the ball today for Oakland, and for Modesto, it's one of the best arms in the Pioneer League, Omar Serrano, who is tied for the second most strikeouts in the league. You see the numbers, a very good 3.68 ERA, and he has had just terrific success against Oakland so far in 3 starts. Just a 2.84 ERA for Serrano against Oakland this season. So it's Serrano against Smith for this Saturday. And while we have a moment and while we wait to introduce the starting lineups, let's take a look at our Caltrans keys to the game. And for Griffin Smith today, I think number 1 is to throw early strikes. It felt like yesterday Oakland was not able to get ahead of batters on Modesto, fell behind in the count, which led to hitter-friendly counts for Modesto. So I think that will be the key for Smith, to deliver early strikes, get ahead in the count. And number 2 is to drive him in. The Ballers, with runners in scoring position, did better yesterday, 3 for 6, but on Thursday against Long Beach, they were 5 for 21. Drive them in while they're on base at second and third, and the Ballers should be able to come away with their first win of the second half. Modesto 4-0 in the second half. Oakland 0-4. Modesto trying to remain undefeated. Ballers looking to grab their first win of the second half. Let's turn it over now to our public address announcer, Mark Kahn, who has today's starting lineups.
And here's the lineup that manager Aaron Miles is rolling out for today's game with your Oakland Ballers.
How we do, we bring it back.
Leading off and playing catcher, number 2, Tyler Lozano. Batting second, and playing second base, number 9, Eastside Santos.
Game time when we step up to the play.
Batting third and playing third, number 15, Jake Allgaier.
Fans get alive. Drifting that green and that gold. We're
The
proud.
cleanup hitter, first baseman, number 16, Jeter Ibarra.
Do it slowly. Real time business. Everything we do is true.
Hitting fifth, the left fielder, number 18, Jaden Colora.
Every pitch, every swing, coming to sun. Put a sign on back.
Hitting sixth and playing right field, number 27, Noah Blight.
Welcome to the beach, where we always keeping energy. When I come up to bat, I pop my
Batting
collar.
seventh, the
Everybody
designated
goes
hitter,
swing.
number 30, Paul Winland.
They gon' leave, but the bees we gon' stay. Game time when we step up.
Hitting eighth, the shortstop, number 10, Brendan O'Sullivan.
They gon' leave, but the bees we gon' stay. Game time when we step up.
Batting ninth, the center fielder, number 19, Miles Beal. And on the mound, number 29, Griffin Smith. Before we start today's game, we acknowledge that the land where the Oakland Ballers work, train, and play sits in the unceded ancestral homeland of the Ohlone in the territory of Huichin, encompassing regions throughout the greater East Bay area. We recognize that we benefit from living and working on their traditional homeland, and we affirm their sovereign rights as First Peoples. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise if able and remove your caps. Presenting the American flag is military veteran Dave Chavez. Performing the national anthem is the incredibly talented Sunday.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets were glad, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you very much to Sunday for that splendid singing of our national anthem on this Saturday. And we are all set for Ballers baseball. Oakland looking for their first win of this second half. Modesto trying to remain undefeated in this second half and go to 5-0. Let's take a look at the Modesto starting lineup as announced by manager JT Snow. Lucas Turilli leads off. Jacob Lejeski is back at second, hitting second. Handren hits third. Osiris Johnson, Bryce Cannon, Tyler Williams round out the 4, 5, and 6. Kingston Liniak gets his first start of the series. Dunhurst and Figueroa complete the 9 for Modesto. Griffin Smith takes the mound for Oakland. This will be his 6th appearance, his 5th starts for the rookie out of Washington State. His numbers thus far, an ERA of 11.32. He's still looking for his first pro win. He's 0-3, 20 and 2/3 innings pitched, 14 strikeouts, just 7 walks. For a guy that pounds the strike zone, good fastball and changeup. He has a slider, cutter, and a curveball, and for him it's just going to be how does he limit the damage. He's somebody that does pitch to contact. He's going to give up hits, but how can he manage that contact and keep it to a minimum? Let's take a look at the defense for Oakland this afternoon. Jaden Kalora is in left, Miles Beal in center, Noah Blythe in right, Allgaier O'Sullivan on the left side, Santos Ibarra on the right side, and there's Tyler Lozano getting the start behind the plate. Will be behind the plate for 1 inning. He'll receive 1 at-bat before then suiting up as a coach for the 2nd inning. First pitch is a strike to Turilli, and first pitch delivered today at 4:37 p.m. local time. Modesto winning yesterday 9-5. Early offense was the story for the Roadsters. 7 of their 9 runs were scored in the first 3 innings, including a 3-run first. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Turilli. This is just his 4th start as a professional since signing with the Roadsters out of George Mason University. He was playing collegiate summer ball in Spearfish, South Dakota, before Modesto eventually made him an offer to turn him into a pro. Line drive in the right center. And it's really on a 1-2 pitch, singles to lead off the game.
Now batting, second baseman, number 1, Jacob Lajeski.
Jacob Lajeski is the new man at the plate. One for 4 yesterday with a single, a run scored, and he was hit by a pitch. One ball, no strikes. Our umpires for today: Glenn Bollengau is behind the plate calling balls and strikes. Brandon Hastings is at first base, and Tony Prater is at third. Fouled away, 1 ball, 1 strike. It'll be interesting to see if Turilli at first challenges Lozano, who I'm not sure if he's had any warm-up or training up to this point to play in this game after he retired in the offseason. Line drive to left, but Kalora got a good read, and there's 1 away.
Now batting, third baseman.
He did take some swings during batting practice, and the expectation is that Lozano will catch the first inning, and then Connor Smith will assume catching duties for the rest of the game. It's a T-Lo takeover on this Saturday. Behind the plate for the first inning, and will receive an at-bat. And we have a challenge from Lozano.
After review of the challenge, the call is overturned to a strike. Oakland has 2 challenges remaining.
Well, there you go. Tyler Lozano back where he left. Didn't skip a beat to use that challenge there. This is Max Handren, the former Cal Bear, hitting .377 with 9 home runs and 42 runs batted in. Runner goes. Pitch is high. Lozano's throw. Got him! Back like he never left. Torelli challenges Lozano, and the throw was right on the money. You can hear chants of Tyler Lozano in the background. How about that? It's 2-2 on Handren. Into right for Noah Blythe. And Griffin Smith faces the minimum in a scoreless first. Tilo will hit when we return. No score, just underway from Raimondi on Ballers TV. No score, bottom of the first. Let's take a look at the Oakland starting lineup. Tyler Lozano is going to lead off for his one at-bat today. Santos, Allgaier, with Ibarra, Talora, and Blythe, Wingland, O'Sullivan, and Beal round out the starting nine for the Ballers, as they will face the starting right-hander, Omar Serrano. Serrano's been one of the best arms in the Pioneer League. Just a 3.68 ERA. There's the defense behind him. Leniak getting the first starts this series. But here's Tilo at the plate. Took some hacks during batting practice. This is his one AB for today before he assumes coaching duties in the second inning. Behind 0-2. Welcome back, Tilo. You just saw 94 on the outside corner from one of the best arms in the Pioneer League. Toronto's not holding back, that's for sure. And he goes down on strikes. But hey, he threw out a base runner trying to swipe seconds. I'd say it was a successful return for Tilo. It's not the easiest task to jump right in after retirement. Coming out of retirement for one day, and then you got to see 94 3 times. Even though Tilo was a beloved member for 2 years, a Pioneer League champion, and someone that could drive the ball out of here. Displayed that pop from time to time last year. Here's Isai Santos. 1-1 on Isai. Serrano is 3-1, 11th start of the year. 59 strikeouts in 58 and 2/3 innings for the former San Diego State righty. Two and one. Serrano, 23 years of age, from Lakewood, California. 5th best ERA in the league, and he is tied for the 2nd most strikeouts in the league. And Oakland is seeing him for a 4th time this year. He has had good numbers against the Ballers. 2.84 ERA in 19 innings, 20 strikeouts. Jake Allgaier on deck. Emergency swing from Santos keeps him alive. Toronto was back here at Raimondi Park the last time he faced Oakland. Tuesday, July 7th. He walked 7, but threw 6 innings. Just low, 3-2. Gave up 2 runs on 5 hits with 4 strikeouts in a no decision. Payoff pitch to Santos. Just foul down the right field line. Santos batting .309, 9 home runs, 34 runs batted in for Oakland's 2nd baseman for today. Miles Beal is getting the start out in center. .3-2 from Serrano. And he got him with that deadly slider.
Now batting third baseman number 15.
2 outs for Jake Allgaier. Serrano's got strikeout stuff. He's always been a tough task, a tough arm to face for these Ballers. First time he faced them, he struck out a season-high 10 in 7 innings. But the Ballers rallied to win thanks to Tremaine Cobb's heroics. 2 home runs late, including a walk-off homer in the 9th. Trey continuing to nurse the knee injury. Still in good spirits. The expectation is that he'll be back for the road trip in Long Beach that begins on Tuesday. On the ground is 2nd. Routine for Lejeski, and it's a 3-up, 3-down first for Omar Serrano. 2nd inning coming up. 0-0 our score on Ballers TV.
Thank you. It's time for the first game of our green and gold contest, and it's the BART Transportation Race. All right, representing Team Gold is and green, Amanda. Green Rob is gold, Amanda is green. I'm going to represent Team Blue, and there we go. All right, can we hear you guys cheer for your team?
Welcome back to Ramondi Park. No score as we head into the second. It's Osiris Johnson lead off against Griffin Smith. First pitch is bounced foul. Connor Smith has assumed catching duties now that Tyler Lozano has completed his 1 inning as a player in his T-Low takeover. Swinging bunt, picked up by Connor Smith, and he throws out Johnson. One out for Bryce Cannon. So the second inning now for T-Low. He'll be a coach. Now, I don't know if he'll be at third base or at first base, but he's going to be a coach for the bottom of the second. It's 2-0 on Cannon. Bounce to first. Ibarra will take it himself. And there's 2 down.
Now batting the center fielder, number 12, Tyler Williams.
And then Tilo is going to join me in the booth in the third inning.
Sit down, you big baby.
JT Snow is asking Glenn Bollingow if that was a fair or foul ball. At least I think that's what the discussion is about. And Glenn, I think, is telling him, hey, that hit fair. I mean, it didn't look like anything was that unusual with that foul ball, and quite an animated discussion. Alex Leach was about to come in to intervene and separate the two before eventually JT walked back to his own dugout. 2 outs for Tyler Williams. And he's going to challenge.
The call to strike is being challenged.
After review of the challenge, the call is overturned to a ball. Modesto has 2 challenges remaining.
So the pitch was indeed a little bit low. Successful challenge from Williams. 1 ball and 1 strike, 2 balls and no strikes now on the center fielder, who did not start yesterday, but then entered the game late for defense. Takes a strike, 2-1. Smith, 22 years of age. Turned 22 back in May. Appleton, Wisconsin. Just off the outside, it's 3-1. Started out his college career at Rock Valley Community College before transferring to Washington State for his last 2 seasons of college eligibility. Three balls, 2 strikes, no score, 2 outs, bases empty. Driven to left. Galora doesn't even turn. That one is well out of here. Sat on the fastball, and he crushes it 411 feet to left. And it's a 1-0 Roadsters lead. Well, he's had some pretty big-time bombs at this ballpark. He had one that traveled, about 430 or so? Maybe 2 visits ago. 5th of the year, 28th run batted in. And Modesto has the early 1-0 lead. Just lightning quick hands to turn in on that fastball. And here's another guy that can do damage with the bat. Kingston Liniak. Nine home runs, 40 batted in, a .288 batter. Line drive to left, but right at Calora, and the inning is over. Tyler Williams, it's a 2-out homer, and Modesto leads 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the second on Ballers TV.
The Henderson family will be in the house to honor the brother, and his best friend will be throwing out the first pitch. Also, in the win the bases, and the whole team lines up to autographs. There's nothing better than a sign at today at Monday Park.
Ballers fan, it's Baller Mania, presented by Big Time Wrestling and the Golden Chicken. Smile for the camera and feel the footsteps. Look at that guy, he looks like he's ready to wrestle. We got a lot of fire and you can order the house now.
Heffernan Insurance Brokers has been helping people make smart decisions since day one, offering business insurance, personal home and auto, employee benefits, and retirement and wealth management. Make a smart decision for your business and family today. Visit Heffernan Insurance Brokers online at hefins.com. Last of the second, it's Jeter Ibarra to lead off for the Ballers. The 2-out homer by Tyler Williams has Modesto in front, 1-0 on this Saturday. Omar Serrano needed just 14 pitches to get through the first with a couple of strikeouts. Ibarra hit his league-leading 22nd homer of the season last night. An opposite field shot, a 2-run homer that pulled the Ballers within 2 when they trailed by as many as 6. And a challenge from Dunhurst behind the plate.
After review of the challenge, the call is overturned to a strike. Modesto has 2 challenges remaining.
That was pretty clearly on the high outside corner. An easy challenge there from Dunhurst to get the call correct. 1-1. Pitch is high, 2 balls and a strike. Tilo is assuming first base coaching duties. James Harris gets the half inning off. Is he taking a nap or a siesta? Is he? Well, I think the goal for this inning for the Ballers, as Serrano is ready for the 3-1. And hard on the ground, knocked down by Lejeski, and Ibarra didn't really run it out.
Down batting the left fielder, number 18, Calora.
1 out for Calora. I think the goal, if possible, send as many men to the plate so that Tilo has to hold all their protective gear. How many shin guards, elbow guards, wrist guards can Tilo hold in this inning? Like to get at least a couple for him to wear. There are some guys, though, that don't even wear much on the elbow or on the shin. Or is one of them. 1 ball, 1 strike on Kalora. He homered last night, 6th of the year, into the right field bullpen off the right-hander Devin Hernandez. 2 balls and a strike. Only batting .245 this month. His last 2 hits, however, have gone for extra bases, and they've driven in runs. Three and 1. Had a 2-run double on Thursday in Long Beach. Excuse me, that was on Wednesday. Wednesday he had a 2-run double, and then the homer last night. It's a high heater, but pops it up. Long run for Torelli. Right fielder rushes in to make the grab.
Now batting our right fielder, number 27, Noah Blight.
Wind certainly knocked that down from what probably would have been just a straightaway fly ball to a shallow fly ball in no man's land. Two outs for Noah Blight. Fly ball left center for Liniak. 6 up, 6 down for Omar Serrano. And we head to the 3rd with Modesto ahead 1-0 on Ballers TV.
Founded by the late Kirk White, his legacy continues through his wife Lauren and daughter Taylor, keeping the great family-friendly action alive for generations to come.
We love that theme song. Walk it out, walk it out. It's the next installment of the Green and Gold contest, the Ice Cream Challenge, presented by none other than Big Time Wrestling. Here is how the challenge goes for our contestants, Bree and Josh, Gold and Green. They're gonna pick up Ice Cold Kenny's big bucket of beverages and yell, Ice Cold! The contestant to do the best is gonna be the winner. Now, Gold already has the 1-0 lead. Hopefully, Green can tie it up, maybe. Bree's gonna have something to say about that. But Bree, go ahead. You're Happier than expected. All right, John? Yes, you can. He make an extra point for lifting it up a little higher, no, Kenny? Team Gold is our winner.
And Gold now leads 2-0. Remember, the winning team gets a special prize at the end of the game. Lead it off.
Top of the 3rd inning. 1-0 Modesto our score. Aiden Dunhurst, Laker Figueroa, and Lucas Torelli, the 8-9-1 bats, stood up for Modesto against Griffin Smith. Tyler Lozano will be joining us in a little bit. He is making his way up from the field to the press box for his 3rd inning as a broadcaster as part of his T-Lo takeover. Dunhurst is going to pop this out of play. Heard a thud there. Did not sound great for someone parking right along the street there on 20th. Swing and a miss. He got him. There's that changeup from Smith. 3-pitch see ya. There's his first K of the day. And there's one down for Laker Figueroa. Figueroa is the former Braves minor leaguer. 1 for 8 since joining the club. Line foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. Yesterday, Figueroa went 0 for 4. It's only his 4th game with the team. Was released in January by Atlanta after 4 seasons in the Braves system. Still very young. Line drive, right at O'Sullivan. And there's 2 away. Two down for Tarilli. The ball's in a strike. Smith is going to fill up the strike zone. That's the one thing that's been consistent about him. Despite the hits and the runs that have been allowed, isn't going to walk too many guys. It's a good miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. In 2 seasons with the Washington State, just 40 walks in 160 and 2/3 innings. That's excellent. 1 and 2. Nothing Modesto, 3rd inning. Just off the corner. Two and 2. Couple of rookies facing off. Tarilli and Smith. And Tarilli stays alive. Jacob Lejeski on deck. Tarilli is choking up on the bat, and he is someone that puts the ball in play. Doesn't really hit for much power. He does put the bat on the ball. At George Mason, he batted .346, 7th best in the conference. Watch out, 3 and 2. At .346 average led his team. 3-2. To O'Sullivan. Side retired. 3 up, 3 down for Smith in the 3rd. Bottom of the 3rd coming up. 1-0 Roadsters on Ballers TV.
Some chefs spend their lives searching for perfection. Others spend decades asking one question. What if noodles and tacos?
I was 6 years old. My mom made garlic noodles. My dad made hot dogs. Why are you separate house? They used to call me crazy all the time. Teachers would say, Mike, focus on math. My friends would say, Mike, get a real hobby. I just couldn't stop singing. A noodle dog. I see a hot dog. But what I see is possibility.
Years of training, thousands of noodles, countless hot dogs, all leading to this moment.
The noodle dog isn't just food. It's a reminder that if you're possible, there's a possibility. The boundaries are meant to be broken. The garlic melange, I came to baseball, and I stayed for whatever this is.
Noodles grab talents. From the hot dog, others call it noodles. Chef Kenny calls it a beginning.
That's so good. That's insane. I don't even know how to eat it, but I can't stop.
to the third. Ballers up to bat. Beginning with Paul Winland, the designated hitter. Omar Serrano has set down the first 6 batters in order. And it'll be Winland, O'Sullivan, and Beal to face the starting right-hander for Modesto. Tyler Lozano is currently and understandably getting changed out of his baseball attire to more comfortable street clothes attire, and he'll join us in the press box because the next 2 roles that he has to serve as part of his TLO takeover, he's going to join me as a broadcaster, and then he's going to join our own Mark Kahn and take over the PA mic, where the crowd will get to hear his booming voice. He's going to have to hustle, or else he's going to be falling behind here. He's got to be a beer vendor, the grounds crew member, the in-game host, usher, and the drummer. It's still on the docket for a TLO today. Winland did not like the call. It's 1-2. Winland hitting .271 with the Ballers, 4 home runs, 18 runs batted in since he joined the team in mid-June. And Serrano gets him on the high heater. 3 strikeouts for Serrano, and there's 1 down.
Number 10, Brendan O'Sullivan.
Right now that fastball has some good life to it. It's been averaging 93, 94. Brendan O'Sullivan up to bat. Filling in for Trey Cobb at short while he recovers from the knee injury. He's batting .315 with the Ballers. No home runs, but 7 runs batted in for the Pleasanton native. Went to Amador Valley High School. 1-1. Had a good month of July. Batting .375 this month. He's carved out quite the role as a Swiss Army knife on this team. 2-1. He's played third, short, and second. Admitted he's still learning the position at third. Short and second, he has felt more comfortable. 3 balls and a strike. And in college, he did play a little bit of first base as well. Some outfield and in summer ball. Even pitched in summer ball. Hooked. Foul. Come on, Tilo, throw on the headset. Did you? I thought you were changing.
You know, I was, and then the bullpen caught me, and it's just tough to leave the bullpen. So I was like, guys, I have to go. I'm sorry.
I know. I was gonna say you're gonna fall behind. By the way, I'm Gareth.
Pleasure.
This is our first time meeting. Nice to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you.
Tyler is in Yuba for the Pioneer League mid-season tryout, but he sends his best, of course.
Thank you. I was wondering, you know, I've heard another voice, and I'm like, hey, there's a new guy here this year. I like it.
It's I've been coined as the new Nevada for this year. This is carrying from off the bat of O'Sullivan, but it's tracked down by Tyler Williams, and there's 2 away. Hey, man, can we sign you to another one-day deal? I mean, look at the arm. Look at the play, huh?
Hey, man, you know, I need another bat. I froze,
yeah.
I'll admit it, but no, it felt good to be back there. Throwing someone out, you know, I think catching is just like riding a bike, in my opinion. So,
is that your own gear? Did you have to borrow somebody's gear?
I borrowed the gear. I did. I'm gonna mess up his last name. Collier.
Oh, Clora.
Clora.
Jaden was kind enough to let you borrow his gear for today.
Yes. Shout out to him. You know, I had blue gear, so I did bring gear, but it was blue, and I didn't think that was right for me.
After review, the call is overturned to a
Modesto has 2 challenges remaining.
Successful challenge from Modesto. Well, did you have a feeling that once Torelli got on first, hey, they might challenge you and give you a run for your money there?
I did. And you know the crazy thing, they were fake stealing. Oh no.
This is going to end the inning. Can you hang on for another half inning?
I can.
I know you got PA next up, but why don't you stay for another half inning?
I would love to.
All right, Tilo is with us here in the booth. Don't go anywhere. 1-0 Modesto on.
Tell me, Leah, I think you're over here. How many tuna white on crust sandwiches do you consume a day? Over under. Nobody likes the tuna here. We have something very special for you. Scrappy would like to give you one of his famous trash cakes. Now, I was looking at this earlier today. That sock. There's a sock in there. Whose sock is this, Scrappy? Oh, it's his. I wouldn't eat that. I wouldn't eat that. Happy birthday, Leah. Thank you for spending your birthday at the ballpark. Can we get a happy birthday, Leah? 3, 1, 2, 3. Happy
Leading off the second baseman, number 1, Jacob Wojcicki.
Welcome back to Raimondi Park. It's the 4th inning. Modesto ahead 1-0. Gareth Kwok, Tyler Lozano is with us here in the broadcast booth after he caught an inning, threw out a man trying to swipe second base, and then he got an at-bat. Didn't necessarily go his way as Lejeski flies it out to right for Noah Blythe.
How about this view from here? You guys have an amazing view.
It is.
I just watched a two-seam move like 10 inches. And
you can see everything.
Yeah,
right?
you don't see that from the stands. That's awesome.
Well, I tell you what, I really wish you would get one more at-bat because you were not just facing any ordinary arm in the Pioneer League. This is one of the best arms in the league in Omar Serrano. And I don't know if you had any warm-up or any training up until then.
I had no training. I'm wearing the arm sleeve and the cleats that we won the championship in. Haven't washed them. I opened.
Does it still smell like champagne?
Oh, it still smells like champagne.
There you
Yep.
go.
I haven't even opened my bag, actually, since the championship, but maybe once. So, yeah, it was interesting.
Well, tell us when you got here and seeing all the familiar faces, you know, your coaches and Aaron Miles, James Harris, Jim Dietrich, and of course the returners, Trey Cobb, Jake Allgaier, Nick Leahy, Isai, all those guys. What were the memories like for you when you first came back here?
I think it's great. You know, all of us had such a great relationship from last year, and it truly just brought us together, which was great. Oh, great catch.
Oh, wow. Kalora.
He's talking about him, right?
Yeah, he lets you borrow the catcher's gear, and there he is making plays
and
in
he
foul
hit a bomb
ground.
last night. I mean, I like him. I do. We were locker buddies today too, so got to get to know him a little bit. What a great catch.
Well, and then you got
seeing the guys again, it was awesome. Being able to catch up on old memories, and then just catching up on life, right?
Yeah.
Life has changed so much in a year with all the guys. So seeing how they are, how their family is, that's been important to me. Is just coming back and getting to connect with these guys more off the field. So it's been good.
This is Osiris Johnson at the plate. Tyler Lozano joining us. Well, hey, I know you got what? You're going to be a PA announcer in the next frame.
Yes.
You're going to be a beer vendor. You're going to be taking over Aubrey Tolliver's job in a little bit. I mean, what's it going to be like?
I don't know. You know, I actually want to throw this out here. They were asking me what I was most excited for, what I think is going to be the best, but I love this job, actually. I haven't done all of them yet, but this takes the cake so far. Game, obviously, I said is number 1, but I can't pick that, so that doesn't count.
Right.
But this is fun. You get to talk baseball, watch the game, and I like to talk. So this actually...
You got a personality, and I think you could really dissect and analyze the game if you wanted to pursue that.
You know, that's interesting now that I'm doing this. Shout out TP, Tyler Peterson, as you guys know. You know, I've always in Nevada. They've both done a great job, and I've never stepped in this role, so I know why they both love it so much. And when we hang out on the roads, I get why they love doing this. Osiris I actually played with when I was younger.
Did you? Okay.
No, I've known him. So yesterday I was actually talking a little mess, and then he hits a home run. So I realized
he
let's
heard
not
you.
do that. Yes.
Well, hey, and you got to reunite with your former college teammate and buddy, Charlie Hurley.
Shout out Big Horse. That's what we called him.
The Big Horse.
The Big Horse.
Okay.
He's a big guy. I mean, I loved catching him. Wow.
How about that swing from Johnson to shoot that into left for a 2-out single, which I don't necessarily mind because that means more time with Tilo.
I don't mind
before he's got to hop on the PA mic with Mark Kahn to my right. Well, hey, it's tell us a little bit from last year, just your favorite memories. Getting to obviously end it all with a championship. Like, what does this all mean to you, just being back here in Oakland and seeing all the fans again and giving you love?
I mean, it means everything to be able to come back and still feel the love and still see the fans that come back year after year. It's amazing. And I think, honestly, I appreciated the field. I loved everything about the Ballers, but being able to watch in the stands from right field corner, I mean, the view here is amazing.
Yeah.
Can we talk about that? The downtown with the hills, Oakland Hills, and it's just, it's so beautiful. And I never got that experience, so I didn't think I could love this field and love this organization anymore. And then I saw the view and I was like, whoa, I see why these fans sit all the way up there.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, they take in the experience from up there. Do you remember the first person you ran into yesterday when you were in town?
Don't know.
That's a bit late from Smith.
Who did I run into? The clubby, new clubby.
Clubby?
Actually, I had to go to the bathroom, so I rushed in, and he stopped me. He goes, hey, are you a player? As he should. So he was actually the first guy I met. Great guy. I'm juiced that he's with this team.
Shout out Curtis.
Shout out Curtis. He's been very helpful, very attentive, which is great. And he makes cold brew. I heard he makes cold brew for you.
Does he? Actually, you're telling me news here.
I heard that it's either him or someone is making
Okay.
cold brew for the team because, one, we didn't have that last year, and I wanted a little kick of energy.
Yeah.
And I saw cold brew, and I was like, wow.
If only Curtis was your clubby for last year to get that cold brew kick before games. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Tyler Lozano joining us as part of his Tilo takeover.
Yes, let me ask you one question, if you don't mind.
Not at all.
What's been your favorite part of this year so far as the first year doing it? What's been exciting for you?
Well, a lot of people know, but I'm local. I'm 20 minutes away, so for me just to call games for the hometown team and to see this place filled up on a nightly basis, I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. And a delayed steal from Johnson allows him to reach third, and then the walk to Cannon. So a little 2-out rally here for Modesto here in the 4th. Well, update the fans tuning in. What's kind of what's kept you busy back in Arizona now? Life after baseball. I know you have your adventure, your new venture.
Yeah.
Here.
So my business partner and I actually just closed on another property in June.
Okay.
So bought another property. So on to property 2 now. Closed that, which is great, and we're just now finishing up our first property to get ready to sell. So we're looking about 60 days, or so away from putting that. We have a few offers. So doing a lot of real estate, and then our experiential marketing with Roadrunners has really taken off. Have some good partners over there, and we've done a lot of fun stuff. We did an AthleteCon event. We're working with some top tier 1 brands right now to build out their pop-ups, and we threw an Arizona event after this during spring training, and we had over 60 baseball players, 15, 20-plus big league guys, MLB All-Stars.
And Smith's going to pick off Bryce Cannon to end the inning. Tyler, life after baseball, it sounds like it's treating you well.
Great.
It's been great to have you back here in Oakland, and get those pipes ready for Mark.
Let's do it. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
That's Tyler Lozano with us here on the broadcast. Nice job by Smith. As we head to the bottom of the 4th, 1-0 Modesto on Ballers TV.
5 branches in Northern California to serve you, each with a complete stock of plumbing, heating, and sheet metal supplies. Visit us online at rickensteinsupply.com or come to visit our location in West Oakland at 2800 San Pablo Avenue at the corner of 28th Street and San Pablo Avenue and see how we can help you.
All right, Ballers fans, it's time for the Rubenstein Toilet Bowl toss. Another green and gold contest. Representing Team Green is Raleigh, and representing Team Gold is Hartford. The object of the game, you guys should know it by now. Take the toilet paper roll, toss it into the toilet behind me. The first to 3 is going to be our winner. You guys ready? Okay. Grab your first set of rolls. 3, 2, 1, go. Riley is the first
So please welcome Tilo.
Now batting number 40, catcher Connor Smith.
That was Tyler Lozano on the PA mic to my right. He's filling in for Mark Kahn and maybe giving Mark a run for his money, depending on how he does. For this bottom of the fourth, it's 1-0 Modesto. Can the Ballers find an answer here against Serrano? He has dealt 3 perfect innings to start the day. First time through the lineup. Well, it's great to have Tyler on our broadcast and getting to catch up with him, see how life is going after baseball, after his 2 years with the Ballers. And he's still in uniform. He didn't even get a chance to change out in the street clothes. I think the clock was ticking on him, and he realized, well, I better get up to the booth real quick or else I'm not going to be able to squeeze all my rolls in. Smith pops this up on the infield. Who's it going to take charge? Oh my goodness, that's Handren on the mound who collects the baseball.
Second base, number 9, champion Isai Santos.
And a nice introduction for Isai Santos from Tyler Lozano. Of course, the 2 teammates on last year's championship winning squad. No balls and a strike. By the way, Tilo has this whole entire day being live streamed on his Twitch channel. If you want to tune in, I won't be offended. You can have our game up and then you can see how his live stream is going as he assumes every role in the stadium. You can go to twitch.tv/shorts.ty to tune into his stream. Right now, he's got his own crew filming him as he gets ready to announce the next name. Left center field, Williams gets there. 2 down for Allgaier.
Number 15, your champion hero, Jake Allgaier.
So Allgaier to the plate. After this inning, Tilo will then assume ice-cold Kenny duties. He's going to be a beer vendor for the 5th. Got a challenge here from the catcher Dunhurst. Here we go, Tilo.
Call of the ball is being challenged. After review, the call is a confirmed a ball.
Thank you, Tyler Lozano.
There you go. Had to be quick on his feet for that one. A little assist from Mark, too, to tell him the pitch is confirmed. A ball. Modesto now with 1 challenge left. 2 balls, no strikes on Allgaier. There's a strike. Be a beer vendor, a member of the grounds crew in the 6th. We'll take Aubrey Tolliver's position for an inning in the 7th as the in-game host, before then closing it out as an usher and a drummer. 2-1. That is low. 3 balls and a strike. Ballers have not had a base runner in this game. It's been 11 up, 11 down for Serrano. Shot to left center. But Liniak runs it down, and that's now 12 up, 12 down for Serrano through the first 4 frames. 5th inning coming up. It's 1-0 Roadsters on Ballers TV.
That's our skipper, everyone. All right, it's time for the flex cam. Tilo is up in the press box. He's our PA announcer.
Top 5 from Ramondi Park. You're tuning into Oakland Ballers Baseball on this Saturday from West Oakland. I'm Gareth Kwok filling in. And, well, I shouldn't say I'm filling in. I'm going in solo today with Tyler Peterson, my usual partner in crime, in Yuba Sutter for the Pioneer League mid-season tryout. Smith jams Williams. Andy Barr is right there. One away.
Now batting the left fielder, number 20, Kingston Liniak.
Now he did say he could make it back for tomorrow's game on the call if he wanted to, but I told him, hey, don't worry about it. We can manage. We can handle it. It's about a 2-hour drive from Marysville down to here, and then he's got to call a game. We can manage, Tyler, if you're listening. You'll definitely hear him for the next home series when we host Boise next Friday through Sunday. There's a check swing pop-up into the stands. Oh, good catch by the young fan. It's 0-2. Oh, 2. Rolled foul. By the way, Tyler is letting me know that the Ballers did make a selection in this Pioneer League midseason tryout. Ballers own the 5th overall pick in this draft. And they selected Austin Ballantyne, the right-hander who did make his debut a little while ago for the Ballers, but he had actually signed up for the draft as well. Sort of unknowingly, I think. There's a line drive to left from Liniak. 1-out single brings up Dunhurst to the plate.
Now batting the catcher, number 34, Hayden Dunhurst.
So eventually made his way up to Marysville, participated in the tryout where Tyler's there, and Ballers drafting him with the 5th overall selection. Austin Ballantyne, the Fremont native from Stanislaus State. First pitch is popped up by Dunhurst. It's 0-1. Dunhurst struck out swinging his first time up against Smith. Oh, yeah, miss. Here's that changeup that disappears against lefties. Moves away from the left-handed bat. No balls, 2 strikes. One and 2. 1-0 Roadsters. 5th inning. The lone run in this game has come off the bat of Tyler Williams with his 2-out solo homer in the second. Runner goes. Pitch is outside. Throw down by Smith is late. Kingston Liniak swipes only his 3rd base of the year. Ran on a good pitch, too. Breaking the ball high and outside. The 2-2. Boy, Dunhurst was way out in front, and he somehow connected with that pitch off the end of the bat. That was the changeup from Smith. 2-2. One time more on top of it. Modesto trying to remain undefeated in the second half. Ballers trying to grab their first win of the second half. 2-2. Popped him up. O'Sullivan, the shortstop, makes the call and the catch.
Now batting, it's the beer banner.
2 outs for Laker Figueroa. Liniak's at second, 2 outs. Popped him up, but it's out of play. Oh. Did that hit us? Right? No? Tony said no. Not often we've gotten a direct hit on a foul ball this year, at least in my opinion. 2 strikes on Figueroa. He is today's beer batter, so there's a little bit more urgency from the Ballers fans to cheer on Smith to get the strikeout. Good block from Smith. The Smith and Smith battery for today. No relation to one another. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Got it. Side retired. Christian Smith. Nicely done through 5 innings. Just 1 run allowed. The Ballers need an answer. Still looking for their first base runner. It's 1-0 Roadsters on Ballers TV. halfway home here in West Oakland. It's a 1-0 Modesto lead. Griffin Smith has pitched well up to this point, 5 innings. Just 1 run allowed on 4 hits. But his offense needs to pick up the slack. They have not found much success against Omar Serrano, who has pitched 4 perfect innings up to this point on just 50 pitches. Jeter Ibarra leads off, 0-1. Ibarra, Kalura, and Blythe, 4, 5, and 6 against Serrano. 3 strikeouts through 4 innings for the right-hander. One ball, 1 strike. Been informed by Tyler Peterson that the Ballers have made their 2nd selection in the Pioneer League mid-season tryout draft. Ballers have selected Keaton Campbell with the 5th pick of the 2nd round. An infielder out of Oral Roberts. Played junior college baseball at Cowley Community College in Arkansas City, Kansas. Before then, finishing at Oral Roberts. A strong mid-major school. Up the middle, and there's a first base runner. First base runner of the day for the Ballers. Mooney was playing tricks on me, saying E6. I was going to ask, did you watch the play? Here is Kalura. Well, not that anybody has really come close to reaching a no-hitter or a perfect game, but Serrano up to this point was probably the closest with those 4 perfect innings. One ball, 1 strike on Kalura. So Austin Ballantyne, the Fremont native from Stanislaus State, and Keaton Campbell, the Oral Roberts infielder, are the 2 draft picks by Oakland in the midseason tryout draft. Fly ball right field into the corner, foul. 1-2. Campbell is a native of Sapulpa, Oklahoma. Played sparingly at Oral Roberts, just 43 games in 2 seasons. Flora might have broken his bat on that foul ball, so he is grabbing a new one. 1-2. Fly ball, foul. One and two. The pitch is high. Noah Blythe is on deck. And Flora stays alive. Ibarra's at first. Off the middle, base hit. Ibarra the second. Calora has his first knock. 2 on with no out for Noah Blythe. Best chance yet for the Ballers. Again, Toronto had pitched 4 perfect innings up to this point. And here's some early traffic. Ibarra at second, Calora at first. Speared. Oh, that's on the line. Double play. I thought that was hit on the ground. It was a comebacker speared by Serrano, and it's a double play. 2 outs now. For Paul Wendland. Wow. That could not have worked out any worse. I guess, with the exception of a triple play, but on 1 on Wendland. Chases a high fastball, and it's now 1-2. Wendland will use his time. Brendan O'Sullivan waiting on deck. That's strike 3 on the outside. So Serrano works his way out of it after giving up 2 singles in the 5th. 6th inning coming up. It's 1-0 Modesto on Ballers TV.
The official auto accident determiners of the Ballers. Berksack back is back.
All right, Ballers fan, another green and gold contest. Representing Team Green in Knocker Baller Knockout is Kenny. Not ice cold Kenny. I know what you guys are thinking. Just normal Kenny. And then representing Team Gold is Nate. You guys know the rules. You're going to get 3 chances to knock the other down. We're going to choose who the winner is. In 3, 2, 1, go! Right out of the gate, strong. Okay, back up. We're going to give each of you a point for that one. 3, 2, 1, go. Next one wins. Next one wins. 3, 2, 1, go. Full force. Go, go, go. Running away with this one.
With the Indians now lead at 4-0. Leading off, the right fielder, number 15, Lucas Torelli.
Sixth inning here from West Oakland. Ballers had their best chance in the bottom of the 5th with the first 2 men on base with a double play ball and a strikeout from Omar Serrano, and he was able to escape. 1-0 Roadsters. Gareth Kwok riding solo, going solo this weekend. 0-2, but we have a challenge from Turilli.
After review of the challenge, the call is overturned to a ball. Modesto has 1 challenge remaining.
Well, Modesto has used the lion's share of challenges today. That's now the 5th one they've used, and they are 4 out of 5. 2-1 now on Turilli. It's been a pretty wide zone from Glenn Bollingow up to this point. But Griffin Smith thus far, 5 innings, 1 run on 4 hits. No walks, excuse me, 1 walk and 2 strikeouts for the starting right-hander. He did go 6 innings in one of his 5 starts against Long Beach, in Long Beach. Trying to go 6 innings for a second time in his career. Line foul, 2-2. Only 77 pitches for Smith. Not a good number right now. Up the middle, it's Santos. First down.
Next up, the second baseman, number 1, Jacob Wojcicki.
Let's take a look at our out-of-town scoreboard while we have a moment. This is the 5th day of the second half across the Pioneer League. 5 other games in progress. Billings and Glacier have to play a doubleheader because yesterday was postponed due to the weather. Right now it's a 5-3 lead for Billings in the top of the 7th in that first game. Long Beach ahead 4-2 on Yuba Sutter. That game is in the top of the 5th. Idaho Falls and Ogden scoreless in the bottom of the 2nd. Grounded to short. O'Sullivan shows off the arm. 2 outs for Handren. Red Pocket in Boise just underway. Great Falls with a 4 spot in the first on Missoula. 4-0 in the top of the first. And Glacier and Billings will play a second game with a double dip in about an hour from now. Here is Handren. And while we have a quick moment too, our Pacific Pipe climbed to the top of the PBL standings update. 5 teams remain undefeated in this second half. Billings, Boise, Long Beach. Oh, that lost by Handren. Glenn Bollingow appears to be okay, thankfully. Handren need to retrieve some more pine tar or stickum. Yep. Billings, Boise, Long Beach, Missoula, and Modesto remain undefeated. Billings and Long Beach riding 8-game win streaks. Missoula on a 7-game win streak. Right now, a very top-heavy start to this second half. Grounded to Ibarra. He hustles to first, and that will end the inning. Griffin Smith, up to this point, arguably his best start as a baller. 6 innings of 1-run baseball. We head to the last of the 6th. 1-0 Modesto on Ballers TV.
Canadian Championship
Brendan O'Sullivan leads off for Oakland in the last of the 6th. 1-0 Modesto. The Ballers with just 2 base runners in this game against Omar Serrano. 67 pitches through 5 frames for Serrano. And he faces the bottom of the lineup. O'Sullivan, Beal, and Smith, Connor Smith, here in the 6th. Watch out. 1 ball and 1 strike. Serrano has gone 6 or more innings in 7 of his 10 starts. Hoping to do that once more with another 3 outs. He's gone 6 or more innings in 7 straight starts. 2-1 on O'Sullivan. And in his last start, he walked 7. Today he's walked none. Up until now. First walk issued by Serrano, and here comes Beal. Tying run at first base for Miles Beal. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Miles fouled out in his first at-bat. He tried to bunt his way on in the 3rd and popped it up to the catcher, Dunhurst. Line drive left center, and a running catch from Liniak. Sullivan's got to get back, and he does. The closing speed of Liniak to run that down was certainly impressive. Defense by Modesto has been terrific. Here's Connor Smith. Smith did not start in this game. Came off the bench, quote unquote, in the 2nd after Tyler Lozano, the former baller on a 1-day contract, was behind the plate for 1 inning. He batted, struck out swinging. He did throw out a base runner trying to steal 2nd in that 1st. And Smith then relieved him. That's in the dirt. And O'Sullivan's got to get back. He's out. Dunhurst was able to block it. He recovered, and O'Sullivan was caught in between. And he is thrown out. So it's a successful back pick, if you will, from Hayden Dunhurst behind the plate. And I tell you what, I don't blame O'Sullivan for that jump because the ball was well in the dirt. I'm not sure if it hit the umpire or if he was just able to block it cleanly. 2-1 on Smith. Three balls and a strike. Fouled away, 3-2. One nothing Modesto. Trying to win the series with a victory today over Oakland. No way he went around. He did not. It's a walk, the second of the frame issued by Serrano, and here comes Isai Santos. No Trey Cobb in the lineup for a second straight game. Ballers definitely miss his presence this weekend. That just means the next man up has to deliver. He's just a very difficult player to replace. When you combine all the factors, his hitting, defense, and leadership. Fair ball. Down the line, Smith is on the move. Torelli digs it out. Here comes Smith. We might have a play. Here it is. Save. Santos out. But this game is tied. Isai Santos ties it up with a double. And Connor Smith, the rookie, goes all the way from first. And we're tied at 1 as we head to the 7th on Ballers TV. We are tied at 1 in this pitcher's duel of a Saturday here in West Oakland. The RBI double with 2 outs by Isai Santos has knotted the score at 1. Johnson rolls the first pitch softly. It's going to be a tough play for Allgaier, and Johnson beats it out. A swinging bunt allows Johnson to reach. And And the go-ahead run at first base for Bryce Cannon. Griffin Smith still in this ball game. He has delivered 84 pitches on the day. There is activity in the bullpen for the Ballers. Cannon to right center. Beal races back. It's over his head. Johnson touches second. They might have a shot at second. And Cannon safe. An infield single, a double, and the go-ahead runs in scoring position with nobody out for Tyler Williams. Connor Smith is going to use a mound visit here to go check in on his starter. The right-hander relieving. The right-hander warming up for Oakland in the bullpen is Valek Cisneros. Well, Tyler Williams has driven in the only run for Modesto today with his solo homer back in the second. And he is trying to give Modesto the lead right back. Wayne Miles is going to let Smith face at least one more batter. Perhaps trying to work himself out of this jam. No, he will not. That was to give Cisneros a little bit more time. Here comes Aaron. Griffin Smith pitches into the seventh. One of his best starts of the season, if not his best. And he should certainly get a nice ovation from the crowd. Ballers turn to their bullpen in the seventh with the game tied at 1 on Ballers TV. It's a call to the bullpen for Oakland here in the top of the seventh. Griffin Smith departs, and in comes Valek Cisneros in a high leverage spot. A 1-1 ball game. Modesto has the go-ahead runs at second and third with nobody out. And Tyler Williams is at the plate. Infield is in for Oakland. First pitch just misses outside for ball 1. Johnson's at third, Cannon at second. There's a strike. Smith's line as it stands right now: 6 innings, 6 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, with 1 walk and 2 strikeouts. He is responsible for the 2 men in scoring position. Line drive in the left, base hit, and Modesto will retake the lead. Johnson and Cannon both score, and Tyler Williams is responsible for all 3 runs driven in. And it's a 3-1 Roadsters lead in the 7th. That's a slider right down the pipe that Cisneros hung. And Modesto quickly retakes the lead. Here is Liniak. Well, 2 runs in the 7th. The goal for Oakland here is no more than that. Runner goes. Pitch is high. Smith's throw down the second, late. This is a team that likes to steal. Modesto. That's the 4th stolen base, pardon me, of the game. And coming into today, the 5th most stolen bases this season. That's ball 4. So 4 batters into this 7th, no outs recorded. And here is Dunhurst. Ballers need to keep this at a 2-run game. A high strike, 0-1. Cisneros is pitching for a 23rd time this year. Now a show a bunt and a stellar stop from Smith behind the plate. He didn't even block that with the chest protector. That was his glove. Just scooping that out. The left-hander Jake Villar is warming up in right field. Dunhurst pops up the bunt. 1-2. I mean, it's the right play. You do have the 9-hitter Figueroa. I don't know if there's anybody on Modesto's bench that you could pinch hit for in this situation. But now Dunhurst will probably swing away. And he just stays alive. Oakland won 2 of 3 the last time they faced Modesto. The Roadsters trying to return the favor. And now a step off. That's probably a good thing because Williams was starting to creep more and more towards third. And each and every second that passed by once the Cisneros came set. 2-2. Villar likely getting ready for perhaps the left-hander Torelli, who's in the hole. Dunhurst went around. Cisneros gets the strikeout, and there's one away. That was a really awkward swing. Almost looked like he was committed to it, and then he at the last second wanted to hold up. Double steal, and it's grounded in the left. A base hit. Williams will score. So a hit and run. Figueroa blisters it on the ground into left, and it's a 3-run lead. And with the lefty Torelli coming up to the plate, Aaron Miles is going to turn to his lefty out of the bullpen. 3 runs across on 4 hits here for Modesto. Still only 1 out when we return on Ballers TV. It's a call to the bullpen once again for Oakland here in the 7th. Second reliever today for the Ballers, as Jake Villar takes over with 1 out and men on second and first, and Modesto holding a 3-run lead. 3 runs on 4 hits for the Roadsters.
Pinch hitter, Justin Boyd. Is hitting for Turley.
And we have a pinch hitter. Justin Boyd is going to pinch hit for Torelli, the lefty. So first pitch to Boyd. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Well, Aaron Miles had circled that matchup with the lefty Torelli to use Villar, but now JT Snow is turning to one of his men off the bench in Boyd, who started yesterday and is now behind 0-2. Boyd's been one of Modesto's most consistent bats, adding .326, 5 home runs, 30 runs batted in. No balls, 2 strikes. Just low. Connor Smith wants to use a challenge. It's a good idea to use one.
After review of the challenge, the call is a confirmed ball. Oakland has 1 challenge remaining.
It's low, but that's a good time to use it. You need that second out. Not a bad pitch to use it on the breaking ball. 1-2. Fly to right. Blythe is at the wall. He catches it. Hit the ball back in. Both runners advance. Liniak's at third. Figueroa at second on the fly ball to the warning track. And my, oh my. That looked daunting from the start. Two down for Lejeski. Villar, the rookie out of UC San Diego. 22 years of age. Just a bit low with the first pitch fastball. Already his 9th appearance of the year. Looking for a bounce back after giving him 3 runs in just 2/3 of an inning on Thursday. Tuno, he does have a base to play with, and the lefty Handren on deck, and I can't see Modesto using a pinch hitter for Handren. And I think he's just pitching him very carefully here. 3-0. Ball 4.
Now batting third baseman, number 36.
Bases loaded for Handren. So Villar pitched to Lejeski carefully. And now it's a left-on-left matchup that I think he wants instead. Handren has had great numbers against the Ballers. Today he's 0 for 3 though. One and 0. Three-run game, not insurmountable, but it has to stay at a 3-run game. 2 balls, no strikes. Smith's line is final. 6 innings, 2 runs, 6 hits, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. On paper and really visually, his best start of the year, which is certainly encouraging. Ball 3.
Walking and running, Bob.
7 straight balls. Villar's got to challenge Handren here. Ball 4.
Now batting.
It brings home a run. It's now 5-1. Villar knows it. The audience knows it. That can't happen. Now you have to face Johnson. One and 0. Who hit 2 homers yesterday, and he drove in 5. And now Jim Diedrich, the pitching coach, walks out so he can talk with Villar. That's 9 straight balls. Johnson led off this inning with a single. A little dribbler up the third base side that Allgaier cannot field in time. Cannon doubled, and that knocked Smith out of the game. Tyler Williams then put Modesto in front with a 2-run single off Cisneros. There's a strike. Johnson's going to use a challenge.
Being challenged. After review of the challenge, the call is overturned to a ball. Modesto has 1 challenge remaining.
6 challenges used by Modesto. They have overturned 5 of them. Well, Johnson's just waiting for a strike to be thrown. Now he got one there. If there's somebody that can turn on the fastball, it is Osiris Johnson. Center field in the park for Miles Beal. Modesto with 4 runs on 4 hits. They leave the bases loaded, and they now lead 5-1 as we hit the Planet Fitness 7th inning stretch on Ballers TV.
What's up, guys? It is your favorite time. It's a 7th inning stretch, all right? Come on. That means you gotta stand on your feet. All right, if you're willing, stand on your feet, please. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Let's stand. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the ground. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jacks. I don't care if I ever get back, for it's root, root, root for the Ballers. They don't win, it's a shame. But it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out of the old ball game. Let's go, everyone. Let's go. Let's see those moves. Come on, shake it, love. Hey, I heard if you dance, they score 5 runs right here. That's my number. Everyone's got to dance. Come on, let's see some dance moves. Let's see the dance moves. Yeah, there we go with the championship, with the belt. Yeah. What do we got here? What do we got here? Who's coming next? Who's coming next? Yeah, there we go. Little wave of hands.
It's the Planet Fitness 7th inning stretch. Your 7th inning stretch brought to you by Planet Fitness. As the Ballers trail by 4. It was a 1-1 game entering the 7th. Modesto played it 4 in on 4 hits. And now it's Oakland's turn to respond against Serrano. The starting righty has been very sharp today. Just 1 run allowed on 3 hits. Trying to go 7 strong for the Roadsters. Jake Allgaier takes a strike. 1-1 the count. Allgaier, Ibarra, Calora. Series finale tomorrow afternoon, a 1:05 first pitch. It'll be Ricky Henderson Day at the ballpark. The first 750 fans will receive a Ricky Henderson pin. Kids will run the bases post-game, player autographs after. 1:05 first pitch tomorrow afternoon. Allgaier works the walk. Serrano did not allow a walk through the first 5 innings. He's now walked 3 in the last 2. Tyler Lozano's trying to pump up this crowd. Tilo, as part of his Tilo takeover, is now serving as the in-game host. So rightfully so that he's trying to pump up this crowd. Alex Leach, the pitching coach, is out to check on his starter and give time for their reliever, Johan Castillo, to warm up in right center. So once again, tomorrow afternoon, Ricky Henderson Day. A Ricky Henderson pin to the first 750 fans that come through these gates. Tickets available online at oaklandballers.com. Before we then, we'll talk to you. Well, I'll talk to you on Tuesday in Long Beach when we head back down to Blair Field for 3 games. Tyler and I together will be back next weekend when the Ballers host the Boise Hawks for the first time this season. It will be the one and only meeting against Boise this year. Eder Ibarra, the batter, extended his hit streak to 19 games with a single in the 5th. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Ballers are down by 4. And he was sitting on the heater. That time Serrano pulled the string. It's 0-2. I mean, you have to respect his fastball because it comes out like a cannon. 93, 94. And then that slow breaker in the low 80s. He is tough to hit. Has this long, deliberate wind-up and delivery. Long arm action. And he gets Ibarra for his 5th K of the day. 3 straight breaking balls. Ibarra unable to connect. 1 out. For the smooth operator, Jaden Calora. Calora is 1 for 2. Well, if Serrano can get through the 7th, this is looking very nice for Modesto, with Castillo warming up and who's basically been their closer this year. He can come in and get the final 6 outs. Out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, I guess it's been more like a closer by committee. Moreno, who leads the team with 4 saves, but Castillo has closed out some games himself, and he's been their bulk guy. And he can close out games too. One on Calora. Up high. 2-1. One challenge remaining for both teams. Snap back throw to first. Not in time. Dunhurst has a terrific arm. And he is not afraid to let that thing fly if he sees an opportunity. Serrano at 95 pitches. Three balls and a strike. All 4. Does Serrano see one more batter? I think this will be his last batter no matter what. You got the lefty Windland on deck. The lefty Castillo appears to be ready. This could be Serrano's last batter of the day. First pitch is a high strike. Allgaier at second, Clora at first. The tying run is on deck. On the ground, in the left, a base hit. Allgaier rounds third, throws it up plate, on target, not in time. Noah Blythe pulls Oakland within a run. It's now a 3-run game. This is a heck of a throw from Liniak on the fly, but just a bit up the line at first. And Allgaier is safe. Got the hand in there. JT Snow is making the pitching change. Omar Serrano goes into the 7th, where the Ballers are threatening. The tying run's at the plate with 2 men on and 1 out. 5-2 Modesto on Ballers TV.
Johan Castillo is in for Modesto, and Luigi is probably going to pitch it.
Your attention please now, pitching for Modesto, number 3, Johan Castillo.
A reminder, Ballers fans, it's Sunday at the ballpark. Tomorrow, kids run the bases like they have every Sunday since Raimondi Park opened up for the Oakland Ballers. And after that, Tilo, what happens on Sundays after the game? Do you remember? Autographs. Autographs after the game! That was a pop quiz that Tilo passed. All the Ballers are going to be signing autographs. He says it's the first test he's ever passed, Tilo. Kids are going to run the bases, and the ball players are going to be signing autographs after the game tomorrow. It's a 1 o'clock start time. All right, Scrappy, take it away.
Seventh inning. Johan Castillo is the new man on for Modesto, and Aaron Miles is going to use a member off of his bench. Nick Leahy will pinch hit for Paul Winland. Tying runs at the plate. Noah Blythe drove in Oakland's second run with a single. With Calora at second, Blythe at first, tying run at the plate in Leahy. And the pinch hit spot for Winland. 1 ball, no strikes. Castillo has been JT Snow's go-to guy this year. Big curveball for a strike. 4.35 ERA for Castillo. This is his team-leading 22nd appearance of the year. 51 Ks in 41 innings. 2-1. Good fastball. Sharp curveball from Castillo. And a changeup. Out of play. 2-2. Leahy yesterday went 1 for 5 in the 2-hole. Sees lefties well, trying to deliver against a very crafty lefty. And he got him. That was the changeup. Johan Castillo has been a strikeout machine for Modesto out of the bullpen. Gets a much needed one there. 2 outs. And here is O'Sullivan. One run in on a hit and 2 walks. It is a high strike from Glenn Bollingow. 0-1. The zone has just been all over the place. Inside, outside, high. Another beautiful changeup, 0-2. Pitch clock is winding down, so he now steps off. Dunhurst told him to step off. There was about 4 seconds on the clock, and he hadn't even come set yet. Was that? Oh, okay. Use the timeout. So 0-2. Brendan O'Sullivan is 0 for 1 with a walk. Poked on the ground, but scooped up by Lejeski, and the inning is over. Ballers score 1 on 1 hit and 2 walks. They strand 2. It's now a 5-2 Roadsters lead as we head to the 8th on Ballers TV.
Okay, Green, you're up first, right? Perfect. Okay, give them some space. They've been rehearsing. Go ahead.
Eighth inning. Ballers only grabbed 1 in that 7th, despite getting 3 men on base. 5-2 Modesto. Bryce Cannon leads off for the Roadsters against Jake Villar. Got the final 2 outs of the 7th. Back out for the 8th. No balls and a strike. 5 runs, 8 hits. No errors for Modesto. 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors for Oakland. One. Big chopper foul down the first base line. Cannon, Williams, and then Liniak, the 5, 6, and 7 batters for Modesto. Modesto has only left 4 men on base. Oakland has stranded just 3. 1-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Oakland has gone 1 for 5 with runners in scoring position. Another strong start from Omar Serrano today for Modesto. Foul back. Serrano's final line, 6 in the 3rd innings. 2 runs, 4 hits, 4 walks, 5 strikeouts. Another strong start by a Modesto starter, which has been the name of their game this season. Three and 2. Cannon is 1 for 2. Double back in the 7th. Just inside for ball 4.
Now batting the center fielder, number 12, Tyler Williams.
3rd walk that Villar has issued in relief. And here's Williams. Williams has had a big day. 3 runs batted in, a solo homer, a 2-run single. Strike 1 on the outside. No balls and a strike. Right center field. Blythe is on the run, and it is gone. Tyler Williams goes deep twice today. It's a 2-run home run to right center, and the Roadsters up their lead to 5. .375 feet, 101 miles an hour off the bat. It's a 5 RBI game for Williams. Second time a Modesto hitter has tallied 2 homers and 5 runs batted in the same game. Liniak to left. Kalura is there for the first down.
Now batting the catcher, number 34, Hayden Dunhurst.
Oakland held Modesto to just 1 run through the first 6 innings. The Roadsters have scored 6 now in the last 2 frames. One ball, no strikes on Dunhurst, the catcher. That's 2 foul tips in a row into Smith's glove. 1 and 2. Series finale tomorrow afternoon. 1:05 first pitch, right back here at Ramondi Park. Earlier today, we had our first ever Baller Mania. with 4 marquee matchups. Got a chance to see our friends at Big Time Wrestling construct the ring. Make sure it's all set and sturdy for the competitors today. And boy, what an audience they were able to attract pregame over at Scrappy's Town. And they were into it too. The oohs and ahs with each and every collision and hit. Some of the fans even gathering at the top of the bleachers to look down on Scrappy's Town. 3-2. Left field, Kalora doesn't have a play. It's a line drive homer for Hayden Dunhurst. It's the 3rd homer of the game for the Roadsters, and it's now an 8-2 Roadsters lead.
Now batting the shortstop, number 5, Laker.
That'll be it for Villar. Aaron Miles will turn to a 3rd reliever out of the bullpen today. 6-run lead for Modesto here in the 8th on Ballers TV.
This is Jacob Peterson. Jacob Peterson.
Jake Villar out, Jacob Petersheim in. 3rd reliever today for the Ballers, as Villar surrenders a pair of homers in this 8th. His final line today, 1 inning, 2 hits, 3 runs, all earned, with 3 walks and no strikeouts. Petersheim takes over. 3 runs here in the 8th for Modesto on 2 home runs. Now it's Figueroa up to bat against the rookie Petersheim out of Colorado State Pueblo. 22 years of age from Broadway, Virginia. That's by where James Madison University is. At this point, just trying to get through the rest of this game. His job is to get the final 5 outs of this game. Grounded softly to O'Sullivan. And a good stretch from Ibarra to just get Figueroa. Two down for Turilli. Boyd pinch hit for Turilli in the 7th. Turilli re-enters. Just a one and done plate appearance for Boyd. 1 ball, no strikes. Oakland in the last of the 8th will have Beal, Smith, and Santos, 9-1 and 2. Ninth appearance for Petersheim. Only 5 strikeouts in 11 2/3 innings. Someone that typically pitches to contact. Has experimented with a lower arm angle at times. Already delivers from a low 3/4 arm slot. Sometimes he's dropped it down to a sidearm sling. Maybe he'll try it here at the 2-2. On the 2-2. Foul back. Four-year pitcher with Colorado State Pueblo. The Thunderwolves of Colorado State Pueblo. On the outside corner, strike 3 call. Modesto scores 3 on 2 home runs. Williams goes deep for a second time. Dunhurst goes deep, and the Ballers trail by 6. As we go to the bottom of the 8th on Ballers TV.
Definitely the most comfy with this cushion. Now, I'm here to crown the Ballers fan of the game. Tilo, would you mind bringing up the Community Championship ring and crowning our Ballers fan of the game to this beautiful young lady right here. Our Ballers fan of the game. What was her name? Emmy. Everyone say congratulations, Emmy!
The Oakland chant that we do after every single time the ball is scored goes like this.
Leading off for the Ballers, the center fielder, number 19, Miles Beal.
Miles Beal leads off for the Ballers in the bottom of the 8th. Ballers have work to do. 6-run lead for Modesto. Beal, Smith, Santos against Castillo. Just 2 runs on 4 hits for Oakland today. And they are in danger of losing their 5th straight to start this second half.
Let's go, Oakland!
A loss today would be their longest losing streak of the year. They had a couple 4-game losing streaks, but no 5-game losing streak. A challenge from Beal
Call the strike is being challenged.
on that pitch outside.
After review, the call is overturned to a ball. Oakland has 1 challenge remaining.
Beal got it right. 1 challenge left for Oakland. Switch hitting Beal, batting from the right side now. There's a strike. And he's going to challenge the 3-0.
Review, the call is a confirmed strike. Oakland has no challenges remaining.
That time he did not get it right. And Oakland is out of challenges. (3-1). There's ball 4.
catcher, number 40, Connor Smith.
Here's Smith now. It's the 5th walk issued by Modesto. They don't typically walk very many batters. Here's Smith now. And Castillo's just trying to paint that outside corner to righties. And he can do so now that Oakland is out of challenges for the rest of the game. One and one. Modesto walks. Modesto has walked the fewest number of hitters this year. Well, he's just playing with him with that changeup. What a weapon that's been for Castillo this year. One and two. To third. What a scoop by Handren. Low throw. Pulls the first baseman off the bag. And they're on the move. Beal is going to score. And Smith is hustling into third. That throw is high. It's a 5-run game. I mean, Handren had time. But a low throw and a wide throw. And Beal scores all the way from first. Should have been one out at the very least. Instead, a run in, man on third for Santos. Inside takes a strike. Isai with an RBI double back in the 6th. 1 for 3 today. Right center field. Should be deep enough to get Smith home. Williams makes the catch. The throw is late. 4-run game on the sac fly from Isai. So Isai Santos has his 2nd run batted in today. 2 runs on no hits in there. 1 out for Allgaier. Allgaier has drawn a walk. Grounded out to second and lined out to left. Four-run game. Ball 2. JD Ibarra on deck. Modesto bullpen is active now in right center. Allgaier to right field, and Torelli flags it down. I mean, is it me or all 3 Modesto outfielders? They get perfect reads, perfect jumps. Bowie and I are saying the same thing. Any ball that seems to be diving down gets flagged down. Ibarra now up to bat. Between Liniak, Williams, Torelli. And that's not including Boyd, who's has the day off today. Two balls, no strikes on Jeter. All three. Calora is waiting on deck. Taken all the way, and he takes up and in.
Now batting the left fielder, number 18, Calora.
Well, I think Castillo will get at least one more batter in Calora before then the righty Blythe comes up. Alex Leach makes the mound visit. Again, Modesto does have an arm loosening in right center. Looks like Cole Tremaine is warming up. Not quite yet their closer, Moreno, or one of their closers. Ballers need to make a comeback to avoid a winless 5-game start to this second half. This would really put them in a tough position to climb out of through this first week of the second half. Swept in Long Beach. Trying to split this series here. Watch out, Calora. 1-0. A 69-mile-an-hour curveball. Two 2-0. There's a strike. Just caught the outside. Fouled away. That was the pitch Calora wanted. Fastball right down the pipe. 2-2. Two balls, two strikes, 2 outs. Ballers have scored 2 here in the 8th. Right center field for Williams. And that will end the inning. Ballers scored 2 on no hits, 1 error. It's now a 4-run Modesto lead as we head to the 9th on Ballers TV.
All right, Ballers fans, take a look down the right field line. T-Law and our crack entertainment crew are tossing prizes to the stands. Good, let's make some noise.
Ninth inning here on this Saturday from West Oakland. The Ballers inch a couple runs closer with 2 runs in the last of the 8th to make it now a 4-run Modesto lead. Jacob Petersheim trying to nail it down in the 9th. To give the Ballers one last saving chance. Jacob Lejeski will lead off, followed by Handren and Johnson. Check swing. And Brandon Hastings says he did not go. That was the right call. 2-0. Petersheim collected the final 2 outs of the 8th. Griffin Smith, arguably his best start as a baller. He went 6 innings, pitched into the 7th, gave up 2 runs on 6 hits with 1 walk and 2 strikeouts. This was a 1-1 game through 6 innings. Omar Serrano, arguably Modesto's best arm. I mean, you can make the case Serrano and Hernandez should be at the top of the rotation. But Serrano pitched 4 perfect innings to start the night, and then 6 innings of 1-run ball. Oakland tied the score in the bottom of the 6th on an Isai Santos RBI double. He was thrown out trying to steal, he was thrown out trying to advance to 3rd on the double. And that ended up being a pretty big play, as here comes Jim Diedrich. Petersheim has issued 6 straight balls to start the frame. Because it did not allow Allgaier a chance to hit, and it kept the game 1-1. And Modesto would send 10 men to the plate in the 7th. Score 4 runs on 4 hits. Tyler Williams singled home 2. Laker Figueroa singled home 1, and then Max Handren drew a bases loaded walk against Villar. Couple home runs in the 8th off Villar from Williams and Dunhurst. Pushed the Modesto lead to as big as 6. Another walk.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 21, Osiris Johnson.
7 walks issued by the Ballers today. Here is Osiris Johnson. And I mean, Johnson, the last couple of, against the past couple of Ballers relievers, hasn't taken until a strike. And he doesn't have to swing right now. Petersheim cannot find the strike zone right now. 3-0. There's a strike. Nobody warming up in right. Base hit in the center. They're going to send Lejeski. No, they hold him at 3rd. Bases loaded, nobody out. And Modesto is going for the knockout punch here in the 9th. Max Handren, Bryce Cannon, the batter. Ball 1 inside. No challenges for Oakland. One challenge for Modesto. Well, during that pitch, the infield raced in. Didn't really get set. Now they're all the way in with nobody out, and it's 2-1. And it's 3-1. Left center. Calora is back, and did he catch it? He caught it. Everyone advances. It's a sac fly for Cannon. And it's a 5-run Modesto lead. Wow.
The center fielder, number 12, Tyler Williams.
Calora had a long way to go to catch that baseball. And I thought Miles Beal was going to be closer to the ball. Instead, Calora took over. 9-4 Modesto now in the 9th. Infield stays in. One 1-0 on Williams. He was driven in 5 today. Oh, come on, Glenn. It's at the knees. 2-0. Well, this is also what happens when if you walk guys and can't consistently find a zone, that zone gets smaller for you. Three and 1. Infield in for Oakland. Popped up Williams. Santos makes the grab. Well, Williams, you don't see him miss fastballs like that. He knew he was going to get a good one. And he just swung under it. Infield retreats, 2 outs for Liniak. It's a 5-run game. Liniak pops it up. Ibarra will put it away. Ballers trail by 5. 3 outs left here on Ballers TV. Here we go. Last of the ninth. Last chance for Oakland on this Saturday. And Modesto will turn to what they hope is their final arm of the day. It's their closer, Aaron Moreno, who leads the team in saves with 4. This is not a save situation, but he does have 24 strikeouts in 24 innings. And Noah Blythe will face him first here in the ninth with the Ballers down by 5. A 1-1 game through 6. A pitcher's duel between the starters. Griffin Smith for Oakland, Omar Serrano for Modesto. But since the 7th, Modesto has outscored the Ballers 8-3. Modesto's bullpen has been better than Oakland's bullpen today. It's a check swing foul, 1-2, and that's been kind of the story with both teams this season. One team that's figured out its bullpen and has guys they can go to, and Oakland's bullpen that's still trying to sort some things out. One ball, 2 strikes. Dirt. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Moreno, who pitched collegiately at Cal State LA. First year as a pro with the Roadsters. For the Southern California native. Here's a 3-2. And Modesto will use its last challenge.
The call is a confirmed ball. Modesto has no challenges remaining.
Just below the knees. And Modesto is out of challenges. Well, Modesto had used, what, 7 challenges today? They got 5 of them right before finally using them all up. Here's Leahy. Watch out, to the backstop. And Blythe is off and running the second. Dunhurst is going to come out to talk with Moreno. At the very least for Oakland, you'd like to see them perhaps burn another arm for today that JT Snow would use for tomorrow if they're not going to come away with this game. Because right now, only 2 relievers have been used today for the Roadsters. 2 were only used yesterday, thanks to excellent starting pitching. There's a strike. Leahy came off the bench in the 7th to pinch hit for Windland against the lefty Castillo, and he struck out swinging. A little flare, that falls. Blythe will stop. No need to risk it at home. In a 5-run game. Could he have scored? Yeah. Is there any reason to send him with nobody out in the 9th? No. And here comes O'Sullivan. Boy, I don't know how Leahy got to that pitch. Up and in on that slider, and he muscles it in the shallow left. The Ballers just trying to keep the line moving here. 0-1 on O'Sullivan. Oh for 2 today with a walk. He wasn't looking for a fastball there. 0-2. Nine for Modesto. Trying to clinch the series victory. One and 2. Miles Beal is on deck. One-two pitch. Got him. Blew him away with the heat. And there's one gone in the 9th.
Now batting the center fielder, number 19, Miles Beal.
Miles Beal now up to the plate. He's 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Now back in the lefty box. Oh, that's outside. No challenges though for both sides. That's a full ball off the plate. Well, that one clips a high outside corner. 0-2 on Beal. Modesto trying to remain undefeated in this second half. They fell just short of a postseason berth in the first half. They definitely feel like they have a good shot in the second half. Beal stays alive. Finished 27 and 21 in that first half. Beal stays alive. I mean, they were what, 26 and 16? 26 and 16 heading into that final week of the first half before losing 5 of the last 6. I mean, they were on a good pace, the Roadsters, up until that final week. Watch out. 1 and 2. Either way, nobody was going to be catching Long Beach or Billings with the paces they were at. But now that they're both out of the equation, it is up for grabs, and Modesto certainly feels like they can hang with those two and join them in the postseason. 2 and 2. Meanwhile, Oakland to play tomorrow, likely without Trey Cobb again. And there's no question, Trey, the heartbeat of the team. It's a big loss without him these last couple of games. Broken bat flare, that's gonna do a job. A bat for a base hit. And it's now a 9-5 game. His second RBI in a Ballers uniform. Talk about making contact right off the end of the bat. First 3 out of 4 have reached base. Here is Smith. to left field, but right at Liniak. Smith hit it hard. Right at the left fielder, and Oakland's down to their final outs today. And you get the tying run to the plate in Allgaier. Need a base runner, and then a swing of the bat to extend this game. 1 ball, no strikes. One out. 2-0. Modesto 9, Oakland 5, 2 outs, 9th inning. Ball 3. Well, pretty good chance Eastside has a red light here. Three and one. Get the tying run to the plate. To first, and that's the ball game. Modesto remains undefeated in this second half. It's a 5-0 start in this second half for the Roadsters, and it is an 0-5 start for the Ballers in this second half. 9-5 the final. The Ballers postgame show is coming up right after this on Ballers TV.
He's going to work his way back into our hearts. Good night, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow.
Welcome back to West Oakland as the Ballers rut continues to begin the second half as they now fall to 0-5 through this first week of the second half. Gareth Kwok going solo this weekend. Tyler Peterson will join me next weekend. Well, Modesto right now, the formula for them has been their pitching, and they've done it in back-to-back games against the Ballers. A strong start from Devin Hernandez yesterday. They received another strong start from Omar Serrano today as he finished with 6 1/3 innings of 2-run baseball, 5 strikeouts, 4 hits, 4 walks. And this one is tough because Griffin Smith pitched equally as well arguably his best start in a Ballers uniform. He pitched into the 7th, allowed just 1 run through the first 6 innings before surrendering a pair of 1-out walks in the 7th. Before then, Tyler Williams put Modesto back in front with a 2-run go-ahead single in the 7th. That proved to be the winning runs for the Roadsters in this one. And they used a couple of home runs late in the 8th off Jake Villar. Tyler Williams, 5 RBI game, 3 hits, 2 home runs, including his 2nd in the 8th. Hayden Dunhurst hit a solo homer in just 2 batters later. And the Ballers unable to come back from being down by as many as 6 runs. A couple of runs in the 8th for Oakland, a run in the 9th. And they did have the tying run on deck with men on 2nd and 1st, but Isai Santos grounded out to first base. And Oakland is still in search of their first win of the 2nd half. Final score, once again, Modesto 9, Oakland 5. And look, the Ballers are just going to have to turn things around quickly tomorrow. A tight turn with the series finale looming. And as much as it's been a tough start, you still want to come away with a win to provide a little bit of momentum heading into the road trip down in Long Beach. Once again, the final score, Modesto 9, Oakland 5. Roadsters are now 5-0 in the 2nd half, and the Ballers are now 0-5. It is now the longest losing streak this season for the Ballers. As that is going to do things for us today from Raimondi. I want to thank Kevin in Ecuador for producing our game today, and for Tyler Peterson, I'm Gareth Kwok saying so long. Final score again, Modesto 9, Oakland 5. The Roadsters have won the series, and they will go for the sweep tomorrow afternoon at 1:05. Tickets available online at oaklandballers.com, but we'll go live at 12:50 with the Ballers pregame show here on our YouTube channel and on the Home Team Network. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Talk to you all tomorrow. Until then, so long, everybody.
Thank you. No, that's okay. That's all right. Thank you. You did a great job filling in today. Thank you. Thank you for your help. They have a bullpen, and we just, it's still trying to get a bullpen. Yeah,